What does the $500,000 a year person do? The $50,000 a year person doesn't do. You look at the outside and study those two individuals, everything seems to be the same. They both are the same sex, they both are the same age, they have the same training, the same positions, the same contract, the same fringe benefits. They both are successful, they work hard, they're good family people, make tough commitments. But what's the difference? What does the $500,000 a year person do? The $50,000 a year person doesn't do. He pays the price and a little bit more. He works hard and a little bit more. He's loyal to the company and a little bit more. He believes in a little bit more. He makes money and a little bit more. He saves money and a little bit more. If you want to win in these United States, you got to be tough and you can't quit. The last thing I'll talk to you about today in building this winning edge is, folks, if you want to win in business, you got to be a leader. Leadership is everything. You show me anything in these United States that win, I'll show you a leader at work. You show me a successful church, Boy Scout troop, club, football team, business, I'll show you something run by a leader. See, I thought at one time in my life you had to be smart to win. I used to have these smart people that dress so pretty and talk so pretty and use these big words. They just intimidated me. And I said, Art, you can't ever be that good. Why don't you just throw in the towel and go back and coach football for a living? And I found two things out about smart people. I think it's almost impossible for a smart person to win in business in America today. Because I find smart people spend their whole lifetime figuring things out. They're always trying to figure out an easier way and a quicker way. And another thing I found out about smart people is they just don't get around to doing nothing. And see, somebody like Art Williams, everybody said, well, he can't do it. Hey, somebody like that can't do it. But he does it. See, folks, I want you to know almost everybody in America almost does enough to win. They almost get there. They almost are over the hump. They almost have it going. They almost in everything they do, almost is a way of life to almost everybody in America. But the winners do it. What do? They do whatever it takes to get the job done. They do it and do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to be somebody they're proud of. We need leaders in America who can do it. If you want to become somebody, do it. If you want to go in business for yourself, do it. If you want to become financially independent, do it. I hear too much talk in these United States. Everybody can talk a good game. We need people in America who can do it. I go all over this country with A.L. Williams, and I have people say, Art, you can count on me. Wonderful. Just do it. Art, I guarantee you this is my last stop. I'm going to win now. Super duper. Just do it. Art, if I could just have one good month and get the ball going, I know I could make it big. Super. Just do it. Art, if I could just pay off this debt, I could really go. Great. Just do it. Art, if I could just sell my house. Do it. But houses ain't selling. Do it anyway. Art, I'm not making any money. What can I do? You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. Art, I guarantee I'm going to win this contest. Super duper. Just do it. Art, I'm over the hump now. Watch my smoke. Great. Just do it. Art, I want to make it so bad I can taste it. What I do? You just do it. Art, I'm a vice president now. Can I quit doing it? No. Art, I don't know if I can keep on keeping on. I'm really hurting. What I do? You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. Art, all my life I wanted to be somebody important. Well, what do it then? Art, I'm going to save money so I don't have to go through this again. Great. Just do it. Art, I don't feel like I've had enough training. What I do? You just do it. Art, my manager don't give me no help. What I do? You just do it. Art, you don't understand. I was Mr. Everything at my former company. You don't mean I have to start off down at the bottom and do it, do you? Yep, you really got to do it. Art, what's the primary difference between winners and losers? The winners do it. They do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to finally have achieved something unique. And how glad they are that they didn't quit like everybody else. And how wonderful it is to finally be somebody they're proud of and make a difference with their life. Thank you.
Ready for Revolution and welcome. I'm your brother and friend, Brother Eric Trey Muhammad, and welcoming you to an overview of Bankers and its opportunity. The decentralized cryptocurrency debit card operation you're going to learn more about tonight. On Saturdays, each and every Saturday, we can be found right here, 8 p.m. Eastern, on our Zoom channel. We also broadcast this evening live over YouTube on the Wealth Minister YouTube channel with the hopes of a broader outreach. Summer months have now begun, so people are traveling and doing a whole lot of things, and they may not have the availability to join us on a Saturday evening. However, they can always go back to the YouTube channel and see what we're providing here. And I just want you to know that we will be conducting that session. However, as you know, it's live, but when it's time for Q&A, we will close out the YouTube channel and we will handle the Q&A from the direct Zoom link. So the information you see on the screen is that which provides the Zoom link for those in the YouTube audience that want to know more beyond the presentation. You can just join us there and we'll be there for a few minutes more. Also, to the right of your screen, you see that we have a regular Tuesday and Thursday schedule with corporate. That's Mr. Al Aarons there at the bottom left, president of Bankers, and he gives a conversation and presentation every Tuesday and Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Eastern on those respective days. The Zoom meeting ID and password is on the screen. And just let me share this. There was an a conflict in schedule, and he was not able to do the presentation on this past Thursday. However, you see pinned in the chat his availability tomorrow, Sunday. He'll be doing a special presentation at 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. respectively on Sunday at this very same channel where the Zoom meeting ID and password Eagle1 is on the screen. So make sure that you join Mr. Aarons, Mr. Fred Moore, and others in the presentation. So powerful, but what we have here, folks, with Bankers, you can accomplish a couple of things. You can participate in your own financial rescue by spending the crypto you've acquired in whatever platform, wherever you are. There are ways to spend your crypto like and as cash in Bankers. And you also have the possibility of earning an income if that's your choice. And that choice will be made available to you, and we'll share with you a little more about that as we move forward. Now, Bankers, you're going to learn about its operation this evening, how it unfolds. I do want you to know that you can expect regular monthly corporate calls from founder Alejandro Castro, Mr. And the COO, Mr. Charlie Jimenez. They'll be here as well as Mr. Al Aaron. So stay tuned for those monthly calls directly from corporate where you hear from them, you hear about the innovations, the growth, the outreach, as well as be able to get questions answered and entertained. Okay, let's move straight away into what we have. We have Bankers, and Bankers is truthfully, it's not a Spanish word. Bankers simply stands for the Bank of Us. Now I'm going to close my my speaking here so that you'll be able to see and hear what is being shared by corporate.
Welcome to Bankers, a new way to understand money, where technology, transparency, and efficiency work for you. Today, we'll explain how your money flows within the Bankers ecosystem in a simple, secure, and traceable way. It all starts when the user registers on the platform. From that moment, a personal wallet is automatically assigned to them, allowing them to interact within the ecosystem. Once registered, the user can deposit crypto assets like USDC or USDT through networks such as TRC20, BEP20, or ERC20. If they don't have cryptocurrencies, they can also use their local currency to acquire these assets through a provider or an exchange, and then transfer them to their Bankers account. When the money is deposited, the funds are not held in custody by Bankers. These are stored in a wallet managed by our partner exchange, CryptoLab, which is also responsible for the client's onboarding process. Each user has an individual wallet, which ensures greater traceability and control over their funds. It's important to note that in this model, there are only two parties with control over the money, the user and CryptoLad. Bankers does not have access to or custody of these funds, and the exchange is responsible for processes such as conversion to TRM. Since transactions are carried out between digital wallets, Bankers uses a simplified KYC process, as this type of operation does not require mandatory verification at a global level. However, internal compliance processes are applied in conjunction with strategic partners like Visa and MasterCard, ensuring security and support for every transaction. Once the user has available balance in their account, they can use it in two ways: send money to other Bankers users at no additional cost, or reload their card, which has a 4% fee. If the user doesn't want to use the funds, it is also possible to withdraw them to another digital wallet through the app, as long as the user is authorized for this function. It's important to keep in mind that Bankers is not an exchange and does not hold custody of the money, so it's recommended to only top up the amount you intend to use. When the user decides to reload their card, for example with 100 USDT, a smart contract is automatically activated. This contract distributes 1% to the beneficiaries of the Bankers payment plan and 3% to the Treasury wallet, while the remaining 96% is managed by CryptoLad. This entire process is carried out automatically thanks to blockchain technology. Finally, Bankers offers a key differentiating value. While the exchange completes the conversion process, which can take about 40 minutes, Bankers advances the fiat balance directly to the user's card, allowing them to access their money immediately. In this way, Bankers combines technology, efficiency, and user experience to offer a new way to manage money.
Hopefully that presentation found favor on you. That's our 30,000-foot bird's eye view into what it is that we have in Bankers. We're going to go a little further into it, sort of step by step, so you can see exactly what it is that we're doing, hoping to galvanize your understanding of what was shared. Okay, so you heard about Bankers and you learned about the opportunity in a nutshell there. Now we have this section where we help you to understand the time by which we live in, the advancement of technology. We're going to look at traditional banking as we've known it, and it may be a revelation for some because now you can compare it to the digital banking age, the platform age that it is today, and you'll see the stark differences that you just know what you didn't know. And so to be able to see the advantages one versus the other, and some of them can work in sync depending on your strategies or your desires, you're going to learn a little bit more about that. What Bankers offers, the fees that you heard about, and the ecosystem, meaning we're going to show you the card types, how they work, how you can get yours, the commission and top off commission, sales commission, top off commission, or for those who want to earn an income. We're going to explore all that with you as we speak. So let's look at banks and Bankers. Banks traditionally, in that red box, have several disadvantages to the normal consumer. And some of it is actually changing now in the emergence of blockchain technology, cryptocurrency. There are many institutions rather, that are looking to get on board with the obvious, that blockchain technology is the platform of the age of today. This is no longer the industrial age. This is a technological age with blockchain technology and information at your grasp. You also have cryptocurrency. Of course, you wouldn't have cryptocurrency without the blockchain. So we don't want you to confuse yourselves with the facts. A new age of currency and a new age of technology are both working now in the age that is designed to perform. And here we are today live. High fees for international transfer and payments, slow and bureaucratic processes, lack of crypto integration, geographic restriction and limited access, limited service hours and low operational availability, strict account opening requirements, limited user control and privacy, financial exclusion of millions of people, and dependence on third parties to validate transactions. And all these things have been a part of traditional banking. Many of it still resides today. But with the emergence of Web3 technology and the emergence of online banking, things of that nature, there are certain constraints that have been minimized, in some institutions outright removed. However, it still has a long ways to go. Let's look at this digital age through bankers. We're talking about low and transparent fees powered by blockchain technology, instant transactions without intermediaries, integrated multi-currency crypto wallet in one app, global access from any country with internet connection, platform availability 24 hours, 7 days a week without interruptions. Folks, we're also looking at fast paperless registration, full control of your funds without centralized entities, financial inclusion through mobile access and physical Visa and MasterCard cards. Blockchain technology ensures security, traceability, and autonomy. And these are the advantages in the green box as opposed to the banks in the red box. I want to make it a little clear for you. So as you do your due diligence, which we always encourage each and everyone to do your due diligence. What does due diligence mean to me? Simply, it just means when in doubt, do without. When in doubt, do without. So you investigate, you look into the operations, you look into the opportunities joined with the priorities you have for yourself, goals you have for yourself, and see if it fits. That's what we encourage you to do. We're not in the convincing business. We're just very clear on what we have as it comes down to bankers. Now, let's look at what bankers has to offer. And we're going to do this from this one space. We're going to show you what it has to offer, but at the same time, I'm going to explain how you can be involved. All right. So, simply put, there's a person who's invited you to the banker's opportunity for you to take a look at it. And you decided at this point or at this juncture that, yes, I'm ready to participate. Well, it involves a referral link exclusively from bankers, provided your inviter, and they give their referral link over to you. Now, this referral link is key. I want you to understand this. You can't go to the traditional internet stores, your Apple, Google Play stores. You can't go to them and get the banker's app. It is not possible. What happens is the referral link that you receive from your inviter, embedded in that link is the installation of the app to your Android or iPhone. Okay, so when you click on that link that they provide you, it'll take you through a series of screens and then give you a button that to execute the installation of the app by, it just says install app. Once you click on that, it opens up, is now on your phone, on your device. Remember, iPhone or Android. Okay, what happens here, folks? You just simply, through our simplified KYC process, you just simply provide your email address and a username by which you want to be known as, and that's it. That's what gets you started in banking. This is a decentralized space. Okay, so for those of you who may not know, decentralized just means private. Bankers cares about the privacy of its users. Okay, so that's how it starts. But now you move to a functionality known as crypto in, because in order to get a hold of the card, in order to have funds to move with your card, you have to make a deposit in cryptocurrency, either USDT or USDC, right? And it's done over a variety of networks, BEP20, which is known as the Binance Smart Chain, or Ethereum network, or the Tron network. And you can utilize the USDT and or the USDC that you choose to deposit onto your account. Now, I have something I like to say. It's called crypto in, fiat out, or crypto in, cash out. See, you make your deposits onto your app in cryptocurrency. and we teach and train how that is done. Okay. And then when you're ready to use your card, you simply take the deposit that you made and upload it to your card for purchases of products, goods, and what have you. See, you're talking about a global payment system when you're talking about the bank's debit card. This card is a decentralized card, and this card is not an exchange, as you heard in the video prior. It's simply where you load onto the card the amount of funds you care to spend and you utilize them. You can't reverse the process. You deposit by load onto your card, and then you use your card for your payments, products, goods, services, utilities, whatever it is that you're doing. Okay. And that's how that basically works. Now, I want to share another highlight with you that you heard in the video overview, but I'm just going to share this with you. You can top up your card easily and securely directly from your trusted wallet. Okay. So wherever you have your uh, cryptocurrency stored, or if you move it over, you can simply take it from where it's coming to your bank's app, as long as you have the appropriate currency type and network type. Okay. And then you can purchase your card through your deposit, but you can also load the card for activity for payments by simply uh, uh, loading it. Now, when you load it, it makes the operation global, meaning you can make international transactions effortlessly with no hidden fees. No matter where you are in the world, folks, you can make use of your card. No matter where you are in the world, you can make use of the digital cards, the tokenized card that's on your platform to make payments effortlessly and seamlessly. All right. In terms of instant transfers, you can send and receive funds instantly between bankers users worldwide and free of charge. So anywhere you have an internet connection, folks, bankers is available to you. It's available to anyone, anywhere in the world. Just an internet connection is required. Taking the necessary steps from your inviter, install the app, deposit onto the app, then load from the app to your card, and your card can be physical and or tokenized digital card. Now, the power in this is the fact that this is an intuitive and secure app. Its user-friendly interface, simple navigation, and blockchain technology, it ensures transparency and protection. And when we look further into it, when we look into the fees, as you heard in the bird's eye overview, bankers only charges one fee, and that's moving the money on your app to your card. Bankers charges only a 4% fee on card top-ups, of which 1% of that is distributed through the rewards program. You're going to learn more about that in a moment, but there's no monthly maintenance fees, no charges for card usage at points of sale, and ATM withdrawals may be subject to additional fees charged by the operating bank. Bankers does not have any control over the financial institutions you use to withdraw money from. Now, here's another power that I want to share with you. Wherever you reside in the world, as long as you have your activated banker's card, you can take it to the ATM and withdraw in US dollar value, and you'll receive its equivalent in the local currency wherever you are. I like using this example often. You know, in Jamaica, which we have a huge team and organization, with their card, they can put their card in the ATM, put in the required PIN information, and do a withdrawal of 100 US. In Jamaica, the Jamaican dollar is 150 to 1 US dollar, meaning every $1 you withdraw from the bank, you multiply by 150 Jamaican dollars. This means if you withdraw $100 USD, you'll get its equivalent. That's 15,000 Jamaican. Now you talking about a stretch to your dollar. Oh, it absolutely provides it. And get this, that happens in every country where the US dollar is king or queen. All right. Now, remember, bankers charge only a 4% fee on card top-ups. 1% of that is distributed back to us through our rewards program, which you're going to learn about in a moment. And the 3%, that's the cost of doing business. This keeps the sustainability of the operation globally. Okay. No monthly maintenance fees, no charges for card usage at points of sale. We are the bank of us. It's about bankers. I'm going to share with you uh, the fact that what bankers is designed to do. Then you're going to hear about its vision, its mission, and its purpose. At Bankers is a next generation digital bank and fintech that integrates global financial services with an ecosystem of purpose driven growth. They provide simple and secure access to international banking products, rewards programs, and digital tools that drive financial development. Designed for emerging markets, Bankers offers turnkey payment solutions for businesses and communities, enabling the creation, management, and implementation of financial programs. They foster member loyalty and optimize development time and cost through scalable, efficient, and fast deployed technology. Now, folks, Bankers has been in this space now with a card operation, a little more, or very close to 7 months, less than a year. We have more than 140,000 members and business partners in the world of bankers. Our team here, Team Believe, has more than 1,000 members directly, and the Eagles team has over 35,000 members of the 140,000 that are out here globally. And this growth is here because bankers painstakingly continues to innovate, work on, and create the security and the values that you see associated with vision, mission, and purpose. The vision of bankers is to become the world's leading, most trusted, and fastest growing digital financial institution, building a global financial network driven by innovation, security, and inclusion. Its mission is to provide high quality digital financial solutions accessible to everyone, combining technology, education, and a collaborative model that enhances the economic growth of each other. And purpose, folks, to drive the financial progress of millions of people is the purpose of bankers by democratizing access to global, secure, and simple banking solutions. It's your money without borders. That's the purpose, the mission, the vision, all in a nutshell of bankers. And if you were to look at their values, trust, security, innovation, financial inclusion, community, and excellence, you find it not only dedicated to that dynamic, but you find it evolving through and into that dynamic because there are things that you have to overcome when you come to birth, right? There are challenges that you have when you come to birth. And Bankers has been working fervently and feverishly to tackle those challenges. Where you have a card that was now under what's known as maintenance, Bankers provided a tokenized digital card so that you can now make use of everything that you want to do with your payment solution, with your global payment solution. And we're going to show you how you can get a hold of that card. And as the new cards are ordered, they come without any maintenance issues. So those cards that come to you now, they come to you free and clear, withdrawable ATMs, online purchases, Google and Apple Pay extensions, which will be active for all the cards real soon. And those of us who have cards that were in its infancy, when the maintenance is lifted off of the app, which you see it on the screen when you look at your app, once it's lifted and removed, every card that you have is now fully operational and functional. So this is something to look forward to. In fact, I will share this with you. Matter of fact, take a screenshot of this for those who are in position so you or pause it so you can know what these values are and keep your own scorecard and see if Bankers is moving towards the projects as advertised. One thing that I was taught by my mentor for life, Dr. Tyrone Best, he said, in order to truly evaluate a company's ability to perform, number one, it has to be heavily capitalized, heavily capitalized. Number two, it has to be innovative. It has to be able to change hats at the drop of a dime. And third, it must pay on time. Now, I'm a real good study. of the advantages associated with bankers. And my success and the success of many in our organization and of leaders is a result of testing the metal, METTLE, right? I want to introduce you to the bankers card ecosystem, and I want to share it with you in a way that hopefully it helps in our understanding. Let's look at our wallet. Now, remember, bank is not exchange, but it is a digital wallet. The banker's wallet is designed for agile and secure operations. Everything you need to do in one place. Through the app on your phone, you can top up in USDT, you can view transactions, you can make instant commission-free digital transfers between bankers users, you can share referral codes to grow your organization and strength, you can reach out to support directly through your app, and you can always update your personal data as you see fit. Now, there are three card types here, and I want to introduce you to all three. And the purchase of either one of them will get you the free digital card, and we'll talk about that in a moment. You have the metal card, the Bankers One Elite. This card is ideal for high volume users. You know, a lot of us travel a lot. In fact, many of our leaders in the beginning of June are heading to Mexico City to sit with Mr. Alejandro Castro, Mr. Charlie Jimenez, and the entire corporate staff, along with Mr. Al Aarons, to go over some of the new additions to the bankers dynamic. And they are game changers, folks. We met with corporate just little less than a week ago, and we're totally blown away of the things that are already operational. They've been tried, they've been tested, and then it will be deployed after our leaders outside of the US, inside the US rather, arrive in Mexico City in just a few days. All right. $85 is the cost of your metal card. $85 plus $15 for shipping. So the total cost there is $100. And your card is estimated to arrive to you within 3 to 4 weeks. Now, many of you have made purchase prior to this. You made it in November, December, January, some as late as April, and some in the current month of May. All of the cards now have been shipped, with the exception of what you might have done this month. We're talking about a 3 to 4 week time period. And these cards that are shipped are 100% operational. We'll receive them. And if you're in Jamaica in particular, Jamaica has an issue with its customs office, and they should be releasing your cards, which many of them have been there since March. We're going to be releasing them soon so they can be shipped directly to your home address. So Jamaica is the only one I know of holdup, but Curacao, South Africa, Belize, um, uh, Nigeria, Ghana. When you look at Europe, the UK, when you look at New Zealand, that's what I was thinking of. New Zealand and others, they are uh, shipping as advertised. With the close of this month, coming tomorrow, at the beginning of the week, there'll be a shipment of close to 25,000 additional cards globally. So $85 is the cost of your metal card. You include the $15 shipping, that's $100 total. All right. Then you have the, come on screen, what are you doing? There we go. Then you have the plastic card. This is a $35 investment with a $15 shipping charge. So your total cost here is $50. And that card ships to you again in the same time frame, 3 to 4 weeks. And in our meeting with corporate earlier this week, it was verified that all of the plastic cards on order have been shipped, and the metal cards that are on order, the majority of them have been shipped. Okay. Now, this is ideal for daily use. I have both. And I make use of them where applicable. Now, in terms of your purchase of either card, metal or plastic, while you are waiting, automatically your app provides you a free tokenized digital card. Once you purchase either the metal or plastic card, and you can utilize it as advertised. And look, this thing is so fire with security. You know that 3-digit code, they call it the CVV? Online, the digital card, it changes every 5 minutes to guard against the ripoff, guard against hackers and theft. It's an amazing tool, and you can apply it towards anything that you have everywhere where this card is accepted. Every platform doesn't accept the cards, folks. There may be one or two that just don't get it. But for the majority of them, they do. My utilities are handled through these cards, as an example. So this is the Bankers Go. This is the free card. It's a digital card. Uh, Currently, it's operating under the Visa network. The Visa network, along with the the MasterCard network, will all be available to you at the close of the maintenance. All right. Now, let's look at card limits, usage limits. See, control, security, and flexibility of your money can be found operating with the banker's card. Now, remember, we talked about the digital, the plastic, and the metal card, and the digital is available to you free when you purchase the plastic or the metal card. All right. The plastic card again is $35 plus $15 shipping. It's a total of $50. The metal card is an $85 purchase for the card plus $15 shipping. That's $100 total for the card. And what excites me about it are the limits that you're providing. I'm going to share with you the daily spending limit that's available to you. With the digital card, the one that operates strictly from your app, you have a $2,500 daily spending limit. Your plastic card has a $5,000 spending limit, and your metal card has a minimum $15,000 daily spending limit. However, the special benefit of the metal card is you can gain a daily spending limit upon approval of just $100,000 to $100,000. This is an exclusive option for members for a unique experience and subject to corporate bankers approval with a higher daily spending limit. So that card purchase you want to make one time, you'll be able to swipe upon approval. That down payment for your home, you'll be able to swipe upon approval, and the approvals are available. Now, I'd like to share something else with you. I'd like to share with you the sales commission, and I'd like to share with you the top-off commissions. These are the two ways by which you can earn income in bankers. You're not obligated to do any of it. All of it is optional. But I just want to show you the power of it, the leveraging of it, okay, and what it can possibly represent. Let's look at the sales commission. The sales commission is a one-time commission, meaning anybody that you sponsored on your level one, they become your level one. Anybody that your level one sponsor, that becomes your level two. And anyone that your level two sponsor, that becomes your level three. So every person you sponsor, that's 3 levels of potential income coming back to you. In the metal card, you get a 10% commission of $8.50 when you sponsor someone who purchases the card. The net cost of the card is $85. You gain a commission against the purchase of the card, not against the shipping. So when a person purchases that $85 card, immediately, instantly, you receive in your back office $8.50. When they bring somebody on their to their organization, that becomes your level two, and that $85 purchase on level two nets you instantly $12.75 in your back office. And then if you were to, if level two now sponsor someone, that level three person now nets you an additional $8.50 in your back office. Now let's just take a look at this in the perfect world scenario I'm about to give you. You sponsor someone, they get a metal card. They sponsor someone, you sponsor someone, as a result, you got $8.50. They sponsor someone immediately, you got another $12.75. When they sponsor someone immediately on level three, you get another $8.50. Folks, that's almost $30 that came to you just like that, or even more. Because anyone you sponsor serves as your multiplier. All right? If you sponsor 10 people, that's 30 levels of potential income coming back to you. If you sponsored 100 people, that's 300 levels of potential income coming back to you. I've been blessed to sponsor close to 170 people. That's 3 levels potential income coming back to me from 170 people. And when you do this right, you'll find that you'll never have to work another day in your life. And it doesn't even have to be in a much perfect world. We're just sharing a benefit that globally people can use. The age of cryptocurrency is not going away. How do I make this cryptocurrency that I'm accumulating? How do I make it active? How do I make it pay for itself? My money's already stretched from my once a week, every 2 weeks, or once a month paycheck. There's nothing left in that check. How do I add a an income that will speak volumes and in a decentralized space, but way above and beyond what you're currently experiencing against your lifestyle costs? The plastic card works the same way in terms of percentages, level one, level two, and level three. And look at this, $3.50, $5.25, $3.50 respectively, and all of it comes to you instantly. I think that's something worthy of looking at. So that's one sales commission with a one-time purchase. And of course, as others purchase under them, you'll receive those incomes, level one, level two, level three, respectively. Now, check this out. We talked to you about the sales commission, which you just seen. Now I want to talk to you about the top-up commissions, because the top-up commissions are the load of your card everywhere in this global dynamic known as bankers. This represents passive residual income, and it's unlimited. Remember when I talked to you about the fees in bankers? Bankers charge a 4% fee on top-ups, of which 1% is distributed through the rewards program. Here's the rewards program, folks. If you add up the levels one, two, and three, that's a total of 1%. And that's globally. Each time a user tops up a card, Bankers Rewards is a referral network with 1% distributed across three levels. If you were to add up these levels, it will come out to 1%. And this ensures residual income generated by active card usage worldwide. Now, what is so powerful about this is the fact that, yes, I have more than 1,000 members in the organization that we represent in bankers. The team believe real high above 1,000 members. And as these members on my levels one, two, and three top up their card to make purchases, I'm paid either 0.285% on my level one, or 0.43% on my level two, or 0.285% on my level three. And this can happen over and over and over and over and over again. It's unlimited commission as a result of people wanting to make use of their global payment system known as the banker's debit card. Folks, in a nutshell, that's what this opportunity is. And I'm encouraging you to get back to the one who introduced it to you and let them know you're ready to get started. And then one other thing I want to share before I close out this section, but I will be on a little longer on our Zoom platform so that any questions you might have that can be answered there. I want you to know that tomorrow there's a special meeting, Team Eagles meeting. That's with Mr. Al Aarons. That's going to happen on Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern. That information will be in the group. And how do you get to the group? Meaning our Team Believe Bankers International group on WhatsApp. It's a very simple process, folks. All you're going to do is, oh, hold on a second. All you're going to do is click on the link that's already a part of the chat. And then when you click on that link, we'll approve your access to the group. And then you'll be able to join for all news and information. In fact, I want to make sure that is done. I'm going to access the chat here now to repost for those who may not have been availed to it. So give me just 1 second more. Again, it is pinned to the chat. So you should be able to see the meeting for Sunday. But in terms of the group, I'm posting that in the chat now so that you'll have it. Join the chat and make yourself available to all the news and information that we have to provide in our Team Believe WhatsApp group. The Bankers International group on WhatsApp is designed for all news, information, in bankers. I do want to thank you all for your time and attention. I'm going to stop this stream and share, and I'm going to continue on our Zoom platform.